right, we've got all of our ingredients together. I did some work ahead of time. Let's catch up and let you know exactly what I did. Now, I started with that big butternut squash, cut that bad boy in half, and yes, it was some arm work. Olive oil, salt, pepper, turned them down, the cut side down, roasted them in the oven until they're cooked and until you can scoop them out nice and easily. While the butternut squash is cooking, you can get started on everything else because it'll take some time. So what I did was take some chicken and I ended up cooking it in the pan and I put curry powder in it. And we're gonna stop here because the magic ingredient in this entire recipe is curry powder. This gets used not just in the butternut squash soup once we start to get to it, but we're also going to use this on the chicken too. So of course, I just sauteed pan some chicken tenders because that's the only thing the grocery store had left. And it's just assembling your salad. I did a nice bed of greens. This is kind of my favorite blend here. You can do whatever you want, be your own chef, make your own food. Honey goat cheese, clementines, and not only did I use clementines in this salad, I used it to make a delicious dressing. I used half a lemon, some honey for sweetness, avocado oil, salt and pepper. That easy. Let's pour this over. And here we go. Yes. I don't make puny salads here. You want to have a lot of stuff going on. Pomegranates, like I said, we're kind of near the end for this bad boy, so we're gonna throw some on here. Look all nice and fancy. Oh yes, I love that. There we go. And then some pumpkin seeds because, yeah, still in season for a little while longer. And walnuts. I didn't know walnuts were a seasonal thing. I didn't even think that nuts could be seasonal. Learning lots of things along the way here. And then I got the butternut squash soup. All you need, half an onion going on here. 3 garlic cloves, not hard at all. Saute it, olive oil, and then you're going to add 3 cups of stock. I believe it was 2/3 a cup of coconut milk, a little extra too, depending on the thickness that you like. And then your butternut squash, you throw it in, and then you use an immersion blender once it warms up. And then this is what you got here. Beautiful, silky, and smooth here. And yes, a tablespoon of curry powder. I promise you with the sweetness of the butternut squash soup, this just adds a little something savory to what is a pretty sweet squash, but it is delicious. And you roasted it too in the oven. Roasting is a great way to just bring out natural sweetness in pretty much any vegetable, and butternut squash being sweet already, no exception here. I'm like drooling just looking at it here. Oh yes. So, we got our plate here. Here's our delicious salad. I'll spread that out. We want it to look pretty. I mean, as pretty as possible. I'm no fancy pants chef here. I really just like what tastes good. But there you go. Boom, you're done. The great thing about soup too, an awesome cost savings thing, because just because I had a huge butternut squash and it did produce more than I expected, freeze it. I used coconut milk, and it's better to freeze as opposed to using actual dairy. My husband's food safety certified. That's what he tells me. But yeah, I'll make sure that I have this recipe for you available on our website, fox43.com, hitting all those last-minute seasonal notes here with the clementines, of course, the pumpkin seeds, the walnuts, and the pomegranates too. Have a good one, everybody, and eat up and enjoy.